Okay, we're gonna talk to him. Big emo brother. You know what it is. You know what it is, right?
The Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Pin lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Dennis. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Virginia's offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming at.
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Cavaliers with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dennis. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just step it up. And they did a really nice job on first down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Going to get the running game going, and tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's long. Oh, he's got a chance. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Briggs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Dennis. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dennis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen,
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Going the other way, and he's got room. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Virginia! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hold and finds his man on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He lobs one high down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots, and now it's paying off.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Caught near the sticks. It's Briggs. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They believe they can run right here. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Spears. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking left. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. got him downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Wants to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a hit. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Here's a return from midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Breaks into the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Gets it out fast. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You've got to find something here on second.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or what do? How do I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's long.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. A strike downfield. There he goes down the right side. He's at the touchdown, Virginia. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground, finding open areas. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the single back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a...
Got it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pitt.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man on the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You see a lot lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dennis. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 50. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Pressure coming. Toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They're working that left side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fullback's got it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, hitting holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Touchdown, Cavaliers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the line.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield. It's long. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. The 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Hit right back to the line. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Rush is on him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
At the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their